Channel 963. Hey, it's Cadre. I'm on air now with Madison Beer. Hello, Madison.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. So on Twitter, yesterday you talked about the FYRE Music Festival, how you saw it on Hulu. How was it?
Honestly, it was amazing. I saw the Netflix one and I loved it. And then everyone was like, if you saw the Netflix one, you have to go watch the Hulu one. And I was like, why do I have to watch the same thing twice? But the Hulu one, honestly, is so much better. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
much more like
Oh, yeah.
insightful and it's like crazy. It was amazing. And I love the editing of the Hulu one.
Yeah, me too. I love how the Hulu one was a little bit more theatrical, and the Netflix one was more theatrical. But I loved how the Hulu one was more documentary style. And
Yeah, I love the Hulu one so much.
have you ever like been somewhere where like it wasn't horrible like Fyre Fest, but like oh my gosh, like everything's happening. Not maybe music related, but like overall ever like experienced like concert like that.
No, not really. I mean, I've had people like tell me something was going to be how it was, and then it ended up not being that. Like I remember 2 years ago at Coachella, I had a house like all set up and ready for me, and I pulled up to the house. It looked nothing like the photos. I was also promised like 8 artist wristbands. I had one, and like it was just like I was kind of promised things that weren't. That's the closest Fyre festival I've ever experienced.
Yeah, and being in the music industry, you know that so much has to go wrong to make something that horrible.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, but like even just the amount of planning they had, like you need at least a year to,
At
like
least.
minimum to do that, and they only have like a few months. It was crazy.
Yeah, and for you in the industry, you haven't been you're young, you're 19 years old, but you're already killing it. You haven't like had that much time, but you're already growing to a massive international level. And being 19 years old, you're always busy all the time, day in and day out, to get to the level you are. What do you do in your downtime when you get to relax?
Honestly, like pretty normal teenager stuff. I kind of just like hang out with my dog and like draw, watch movies,
Oh,
watch the Fyre Festival documentary. Like I kind of would just like make time for myself because I do feel like because I'm in such an adult environment, it forced me to like grow up really fast. So when I do have my free times, I go to a house party or I'll hang out with my friends. I try to do things that are deemed normal for a teenager to do, just to keep myself level headed and not feel like I'm 40 by 20 years old. So
yes, I know the feeling. Not to like international level, but I totally get you. So you said you have a dog.
I do.
What's the
Little
name?
Zero.
Oh, so cute. See, I just got a Yorkie the other day, and well, we've had her for a month, but she's so loud and obnoxious, and she keeps barking and is like really territorial of like everything.
Oh yeah, you're preaching to the choir.
um, so, what do you watch on Netflix whenever you have the spare time to watch stuff?
Honestly, everything. Like, I mean, like I don't. It's not on Netflix, but like RuPaul's Drag Race is like my favorite show. I watch
Yes,
that
queen.
constantly. Love Criminal Minds. I love.
Eh.
I like Bo Burnham like his documentaries, his Netflix specials and stuff. I watch kind of anything. I like and like the Ted Bundy tapes I've been watching. Yeah,
Okay, the Ted Bundy tapes are crazy, but do you like Rick and Morty?
I do. But that's not Netflix. That's only on Hulu. I'm
Oh,
pretty
that's all on
sure.
Hulu. Yeah, of course. But like, I saw some Rick and Morty posts, and I was so excited the fact that you like Rick and Morty, and I'm so happy that they
But there's
haven't.
no. I see, but I don't feel right saying I've watched Rick and Morty because it's not on right now. There's no new season, so I'm like, I don't watch it. I like have. It's my favorite show ever, but like I don't. It's not something that I'm like actively
Actively watching.
watching.
For sure. But we're getting a season 4, so like that's a good thing, right?
Hopefully not in like 3 years, but yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't take forever. So we're talking about "Hurts Like Hell," your song that's out right now. We're giving away a special where we're giving away a 4-hour spa package, manicure, pedicure, facial massage, so someone doesn't
Oh,
hurt
I
like
want that. What
right,
time?
right. So someone doesn't hurt like hell on Valentine's Day because Single Awareness Day. It's really important. Um, the music video for "Hurts Like Hell," it's amazing, and I heard that you
Oh.
were the one that came up with the concept. How did you do it? What inspired you?
Yeah, I mean, I have this fascination with the Salem witch trials, which took place in like the 1600s.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm really like fascinated by the whole thing, and I think that I've never really seen a music video that is like properly given you what it would look like in our age. That's kind of what I wanted with the video. Is I wanted people to watch it and be like, okay, if the Salem witch trials happen now in 2019, what would they look like? What would they feel like? So that was kind of my goal behind it. You know, I'm a big American Horror Story fan, so I pulled a lot of references from there.
You did.
I really wanted to make this, you know, feminism, yet still like insightful on the witch trials video, and I didn't really know how to do that. I knew I wanted to burn a boy at the stake. I knew that, and I just, you know, I was trying to think of like what could he have done that I could end up switching places with him. So of course, you know, we have him hitting a girl at the beginning, and me feeling it, and you know, I kind of am like this human voodoo doll in a sense.
Oh, I love
But
it.
yeah, it just was cool. So I really enjoyed it, the way, like, filming it, and I really loved the way it came out. I'm really proud of it, and I'm definitely going to be directing and conceptualizing all of my videos to come, and I'm excited for everyone to see. I'm really pumped.
I love that part about you when you say I want to like direct and produce and be a part of the creation of the whole production of your career. It's not just focusing on just writing the music and putting it out there. You are a part of all of it, especially with the video.
100%. Yeah, I think it's all equally important, you know?
Yeah, no, it is. It all comes together, and when it flows perfectly together because it's all brought by the same mind, it really, in my perspective, just makes it that much better, and it's a better story to
Right.
tell. With the story,
Agreed.
I had a question about the music video again. So the concept of having magical powers and being magic, has that always, like with the Salem Witch Trials, has that always been like your favorite, like a darker thing to get into?
Yeah, definitely. I try to put everything on its, like, dark path. I try to, like, you know, do things that are a little bit darker and a little more, like, ominous, creepy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I've just always been like that. Yeah, I've always had this, like, dark edge to me, I'd say.
I love that. Like that's the coolest part about you, because you know when people see you, they're like, oh, I don't think she's thinking about burning guys at the stake, but like, holy cow, like you have such a creative, visionary mind that it can go anywhere.
Thank you.
With focusing and channeling like all the ideas and the creative thoughts that you have, how do you manage that the most? Because it probably comes at you a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I try to, like, jot down things that I think are a good idea, but my whole, like, theory is if something's really an amazing idea, an amazing concept, I don't need to really jot it down. I'll, like, remember it forever. You know, I, like, have my next single that I'll be putting out, I already have, like, the full music video in my brain, like, how I want it to look, what I want it to feel like. So, yeah, you know, I just kind of just let my body and my mind speak to me, and if I feel like, you know, every time I listen to this song, all I can do is visualize this one video and this one concept, then clearly, you know, there's a reason behind that.
With the merchandise that comes with Hurts Like Hell, I noticed on the crew neck sweaters that on the arm are chains, and when it bends, it breaks the chain. Can you describe like the meaning behind the merchandise?
Yeah, so I mean, I really wanted to do chains on the sleeves because I performed at Lollapalooza last year, and my mic stand is always like wrapped in chains, so it just kind of like looks cool. Like the whole mic stand is like chains. So that was where I originally got the idea, and then I really wanted to like break on the elbow because I just, like you said, like you move your arm and it just, you know, it looks like it's broken. But I also think it's like, you know, it's a little metaphorical. Like Hurts Like Hell is like you felt chained in a relationship, you felt like you were tied up by something, and you know you end up getting cheated on and yada yada yada. So it was kind of like a big old metaphor in a lot of senses, but it was also literally just started because I was into the chained mic thing.
Yeah, and I love how like things can come from just one simple thing like that. In the music video, I remember you looking a lot like a famous like comic character named Zatanna. Did you do that on purpose, or do you have no idea what I'm talking about?
Oh, that's actually really funny you say that because that was like one of the references for makeup. But it wasn't really purposeful until like the makeup artist was like, let's do something like this.
Yeah, and you looked great, and I made sure to post that like I
Thanks.
vote for you to play Zatanna in the DCEU if they ever make it. So you have my vote.
I appreciate that.
So you traveled around the world, international. You're an international artist. You've been all over, and you did KDA Pop Stars last year. What was the experience like seeing the whole world come together in one place and for you to perform for all of them?
It was amazing. I mean, like, Korea's so beyond cool, and, like, I never thought that I would have any sort of fan base over there. So being, you know, part of the League of Legends team now and expanding my audience to, you know, people that I thought would never want to like listen to my music or know who I am or whatnot. It was really, really cool, and it was really special. And I think that the song, it's done so well in South Korea and actually all over Asia. Really, it's been like such a hit over there, and it was just really, really cool. And honestly, it was like an honor to be a part of it. League of Legends is like one of the most legendary video games out there, so having my name attached to it now felt really cool.
Is there like a difference between like international fandom and like U.S. fandom, or are we all kind of like more alike than we are different?
There's definitely a difference. I mean, like, quite honestly, European fans are like much hyper than U.S. fans in a lot of ways. Like, they're really excited about like everything, and I always sense a little bit more of like a excitement when I'm with them. If that's like weird, I mean, like my U.S. fans are amazing, but like European fans just always have this sense of like they're not sure when the next time they're going to see me really is going to be.
Yeah.
So they're just so excited, and they just like have this like way about them that's awesome. And then obviously my fans, my Asian fans are like so awesome too. Like, it's so much fun every time I go out there. Like, I really have the best time, and they're so sweet and they're so polite, and like it's just so fun interacting with them.
And being in different places, you always try new things. When you were in Korea, what was like the weirdest food you had to try there, or did you gave a shot? What was like the weirdest thing you had to eat?
Oh God, I really wanted to try live squid or octopus. I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah, it does sound crazy.
I'm kind of like, I like to eat like everything. Like, I like to try things. And I really wanted to do it, and then I couldn't find anyone to do it with me, and I just figured that was something that you really have to do like with people.
Yeah.
That's something you should endeavor on your own. So I was just like, I'm not gonna even do this without someone else helping me out. Because I didn't really eat anything that weird, honestly. I was pretty boring.
That's not weird at all. Like, no, like I feel I've never tried it. I've tried octopus. It wasn't live, but I did try it. It got stuck in my throat, and that was because of the suckers, and I'm not a big sushi fan.
Yeah, so imagine if it was live.
1 second. My dad told me something yesterday that inspired this one with this question, and I feel as though you would have a really good answer to it. Your greatest gift that you receive is not what you receive, but it is what you give and leave behind. You're a record-breaking artist, being the first female independent artist to break top 40, top 20. What is it that you hoped to give back to the world and leave behind?
I always feel like I'm trying to like constantly inspire, and I'm constantly like trying to change the world in any way that I possibly can for the better. It's difficult though, for sure. It's not easy to do that by yourself, especially at 19. But I don't know. I just hope to leave behind like my music and my art, and I hope that it changes, somebody's the way they think, and even 1% of a way. That would mean a lot to me. And I hope that, I bring some love and light to the world as much as I can.
Do you think, personally, that your platform is booming on Twitter, on Instagram? I see that you do great things. Personally, what is it? Some things that you really want to achieve and accomplish in the near future? What are some of your goals that you hope that can help change the world?
I really hope to play MSG. That's my goal. Goals that'll change the world. I'm not really sure. I don't know. That's hard.
Sorry for putting you on the spot like that.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to think of I don't know. I really don't know, honestly. I'm just hoping that my music can help heal people or bring some light into someone's life that might need it.
Mm-hmm. We're bumping Hurts Like Hell a lot on air, and I know people are constantly requesting it, so people love it. So you're inspiring them some way,
Yeah, that means a lot.
I was reading when you made Hurts Like Hell, the music video, that there are bats in the barn in the music video shoot.
Yeah, there was.
Okay, so you're trying to shoot a music video being all serious, and all these bats are just flying at you. How was that?
It was definitely scary. It was not that fun to do, but it was. I had to deal with it, so I was there was nothing I could do. It was fun. It was funny though, definitely really funny.
Yeah, are you scared of creatures and stuff like that, or are you oh, cool, bat?
I mean, no, I'm pretty scared of it. I just I don't know. I don't want to get bit by one, but I'm not terrified. But definitely, snakes are the only thing I'm scared of.
Snakes? Oh my gosh, yeah. When you go to the zoo, you're nah, don't come near me. Do you see a lot of snakes in
Yeah.
California?
No, we don't.
No, you don't.
I don't at least.
Yeah, I would stay away from them too. Like I don't go anywhere near snakes. I vividly like just hate snakes. Talking about it makes me cringe. So you did an interview with UCLA last week. At least they posted it, and you were asked what advice would you give your 13-year-old self? And I thought it really interesting when you said you would call your brother more. I know you and your brother are super close, but like you would call him more. Like what your relationship with your brother seems to be really tight. Describe that relationship and how he's impacted your life.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I would like want to be closer with him at that age. I think that I'm not. I could be much closer with him than I am. I don't know. I don't really have that much like time in my day to like text him all day and whatnot. But I try my best. But I don't know. I feel like when I was younger, if I would have made a little bit more of an effort and realized what was truly important, then I probably would have. I don't know. Be closer with him now.
Yeah, and family's the most important thing. You moved from all the way from New York to LA, and I know you talk a lot about how you had to grow up really quickly. How has your family been supportive of you throughout this whole process?
They've been so supportive. My mom and dad are like incredible, and they both have sacrificed a lot for my career, and that means a lot to me. And I'll never, live that down. I'll always be really grateful for it.
So you have no news on your new album, however, but you did say in a recent interview some titles of your new tracks. Are you able to give like any details of what those tracks in the meeting might be? Like,
oh, not yet.
not yet, darn. But I'm
sorry.
You're fine, Madison. It's okay. We forgive you. We're so excited for when you release it and the impact it's going to have because the hype for it is there. Everyone's waiting for your next project because I feel as though it's more raw and real. And so what teaser can you expect that's going to be different from the previous? I know you've grown up since then. Obviously, we all grow up in like 4 months' time. Things happen, things change. What life experiences are you bringing to the album?
I don't know. I think I've just grown a lot as a person. I've had things happen, and I've changed a lot. So yeah, I mean, I just think like my life, like just like in general, my life, nothing in particular, but like as a person, I've just grown a lot.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Madison FYRE, thank you so much for coming on. It means a lot to us
Thank
here at
you
Channel
so
963. Peace out. Have a good one.
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks.
That was Madison FYRE, Channel 963. Hey, it's your boy Cadre. Be sure to listen to her track Hurts Like Hell and enter for your chance to win a 4-hour spa treatment. Manicure, pedicure, facials, and massage included. Because we don't want you to hurt like hell on Valentine's Day, also called Singles Awareness Day. With Channel 963, I'm Cadre.